Okay. So what I have here is a surprise. 4 cups of flour, 2 cups of cornstarch, and 2 cups of icing sugar. It's almost Christmas, and I have to get my shortbread made. So once in a while, I do venture into the kitchen, not just to make soap, but to make shortbread. Shortbread. Yeah, you know what? I think, yeah. Sorry. That's how I sift, because I'm just going to end up making a big mess, honestly. And it's really, see, I told you, it's all over the floor now. And it's not really necessary. I like to cut it like that because when you're creaming it, it's kind of hard to, if it's too thick. Okay. Yeah, 3 cups, that's what my recipe says, that's what I do. This is the icing sugar. Out of the way, because we need to make room for some elbow grease. And then, yeah, I just kind of, I just push my butter into the, don't ask me why I wore black. I just push my butter into the side, my flour. This is how I do it. I mean, I make these every year, and sometimes they even turn out. But, oh look, it's coming together, it's starting, see? So I think that is what I would call cream of butter with the icing sugar mixed in it. That's our butter and icing sugar. Now, add a little flour. But can you see in there? Now, some people knead their shortbread and some people don't. I was always taught you should knead it, but that's just the way I was taught. That's what I do. Okay. Yep, gotta get the hands in the dough because I want shortbread cookies. So the original Scottish shortbread did not have cornstarch, I'm pretty sure. It was just flour, sugar, and butter. Well, this is a recipe that most Canadians have, I think, because for one thing, I'm sure it's similar to the one that's on the back of that cornstarch box, right? They would have the recipe on there, wouldn't they? Because they want you to use their cornstarch. And who could blame them, really? Oh my God, why am I making such a mess? I've never made such a mess before. I don't think. So I'm just going to knead this for a few more minutes. So that's where we're at with kneading. I got it all kneaded into a nice little into a nice little ball. I'm going to do, instead of doing what I normally do, one, and then you just kind of, we don't have to worry about this sticking because there's just so much butter in it that, yeah. Won't stick. But what I need to do is get this cooling in the fridge. Okay. Now we'll get these in there too. Now, those have to cool off. 45 minutes at least. So we need not the cornstarch, icing sugar. So here we go. There's 1, 2, 3. So what we did was we just put in a 1/3 cup of butter and 3 cups of icing sugar. For liquid, I used probably 3 to 5 tablespoons of brandy. And I used also a little bit of the Tia Maria, like maybe 1 tablespoon. And this is how it's turned out. It's really good. It just needs a little splash more because I don't measure properly. It's kind of hard to know for sure. But so that's all it is, a 1/3 cup of butter, 3 cups of icing sugar, and then just a little bit of brandy or Tia Maria or dark rum, just something that gives it that liquid that you can mix it in and make yourself a little bit of icing for your shortbread cookies. This is how I do my icing. Okay. I think we got it just right. We're going to be cutting our cookies. Take that off. Instead of with a cookie cutter, All right. So we'll put you way over there and there. Okay, can I fit one more in or maybe not? And I usually make them round. It's kind of handy dandy just to roll them up. Chop away. Cool it down. I mean, they're really cold. They're just out of the fridge. So that, but then you get to the end. That is too thick. So what I'm going to do, one for everybody else and a crispy one for me. So these will cook at 350 for 15 or 20 minutes. Something like that. You'll know because they'll be like a golden, turning gold around the edges. I think you're supposed to still leave some space in between them. Anyways, good. I'm putting them in. So I'll catch back here in 15-20 minutes. We'll check on those cookies. See if they're ready. Getting pretty close. Getting pretty close. Tweak, tweak. Okay. We'll let those cool just for a second. I can experiment with the crispy one because it's just for me. Oh, look at that. It came right off. Good. I don't want to break them. They're breakable. These are breakable. Okay. 2 at a time. For the next part, with our little butter icing. Butter icing. Okay, this is what we do. A little dab, so like that. Ooh, that. And a little nut to offset the sweetness. Merry Christmas, there we go. Let's see, so I just wanted to show you, so you can snap them and they don't fall apart, but they melt in your mouth. Doctor that up. There you go. A little bit of icing to hold that together. Somebody will have to eat that one. I wonder who. We'll put a little pecan on there. And we're just going to continue. Okay, so there you have some Christmas cookies with brandy butter icing, some pecans, and that's about it. So hey, you'll find me in the kitchen if I'm making log, soap, or shortbread. So cheers, hope you try some shortbreads, and I'll catch you on the next one.